Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And I am with my son, Skyler, once again. And if you see how beautiful this is behind me, we are in East Tennessee in a little town called Petros. Yeah, just like me, Petro. This little town's called Petros, Tennessee. And it's where the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary is. And it's pretty much an abandoned penitentiary. It's right back there. And we're going to go tour it. And this is pretty amazing out here. It's so beautiful. One of the most beautiful spots I've seen here in Tennessee. You can see the overgrowth. This Tennessee is really interesting. Is that what I just said? This Tennessee is really interesting. I meant to say this penitentiary is really interesting here in Tennessee.
Okay, thank you.
How's it going? So your job to take our ticket
It is.
at the abandoned prison?
It's not much. It's not much of a ticket taker job because I give it back.
Oh, yeah. So, how long have you worked here?
I have worked here off and on for like a good 2-3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I was also up here helping my neighbor strip it out before it officially opened up. Like, these buildings are completely empty, and I know it because I helped them do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool. So
It
you
is.
go through history. So are we allowed to just kind of roam around and...
Yeah,
Just-
basically, just wherever it says do not enter, do not enter.
Okay.
Everything's
Okay,
marked
awesome.
telling you where to, where not to go. There's a video that plays in the museum as well. It's all the information. There's anything they've ever taken away.
And that
from
was
an
back
inmate.
over there, right?
No, it's
Oh,
back
it's
here.
in- oh, okay,
yeah, it's
great.
back here behind the gate.
Ah.
Anything they've ever taken away from an inmate, it's also in there. It's one of my favorite places to be back here, honestly. Even though that's my first ghost.
And what's your name?
Scare. Melody.
Melody?
Yeah.
I love your accent.
Thank you.
Okay, so haunted, scary. You've ever felt a vibe like that?
Felt a vibe like that. That museum I just told y'all the first place to go to with the video and stuff, that was my first ghost scare.
Okay.
When I was up here helping him strip that out. That was one of the buildings we started working on, and I was taking the tools in there, and he's still at the truck grabbing stuff, and he hollers at me. He's like, "Hey, remember there's ghosts in there." So I'm thinking he's just yanking my leg, and I'm like, "Don't trick me with that. You're not gonna get me. They're not real. I'm not worried about it." So, and I'm like in the building already when I said it. And as I got all the way in the building, the washer doors literally all just started slamming shut, just one by one, just boom, boom,
Oh, wow,
boom.
okay.
It literally, the next time he got me back up here, he was working on a completely different building. I was like, yeah, I'm good. You got this. You don't need my help.
You working here, you've got the vibes from it. And how'd you get the job here? Just apply for it, or?
He put in a good word for me since he was real good with the dude who was buying it. So he was just like, "Hey, this is the one that's up here helping me make sure she gets a job up here." So yeah.
Well, Melody.
Yep.
Awesome to meet you.
Nice to meet
My
you.
son
too.
Skyler. I'm Petro.
Hello.
This is Petros and I'm Petro. It's kind of weird, huh?
That's cool.
It is cool. Okay, awesome. Nice meeting you. I'm gonna see if I can get some paranormal activity going on.
I hope you do, and if you do, you show me.
I will for sure. Okay, we're stepping in. Feels kind of cold as soon as I stepped in here. Whoa, look at this. So dope. Stepping into the prison. Dun dun dun. There's stairs there. Kind of reminds me of the prison, the Tennessee State Prison that we went into, except not all broken down from a tornado. Is that open? No.
Got a butter knife, I could open them.
Holding cell. Okay, here in the kind of courtyard where the basketball court is, you see the whipping post here. And you saw what it said right there. That's pretty insane. You see these old rusted shackles there. That's all really old. That's the actual post. That's pretty interesting. What do you think about that, Sky?
That would suck.
That would suck so bad. Damn. Now, I did see a cross right over here by the museum. It must have sucked to have been in here. Look at this. Regardless of where you're at, what you're doing, you can always try to find a way, bring Jesus into the conversation. Here we are in this beautiful Smoky Mountains, the Brushy State Penitentiary, and the chapel here with the cross, and the prison, and the razor wire, and the guard tower. Pretty awesome. I guess this was like a spring that ran through here. See that? The old guard tower, old walls. You weren't getting over those walls. if you're in here, life sucked for you. Really bad. Dun, dun, dun. You hear that echo in there? It's like, man, imagine being in here. Man, this is still got the beds. Imagine being in here and hearing that echo like that. Because you don't really hear it out there. You hear it in here. Man, check this out. Hey, get yours on top, Sky.
You what?
Hop up. I think it's 30. Oh, oh, wait, no, I don't know about that. But, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. So wet. Damn, this last one back here. This is the scary one. What is in there? Yeah, that one's pretty scary. Now this is down in the basement. This is the hole. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 cells with probably 2 bunks. So 4 to 8 people would be down here amongst all of them. So this is where the worst would have gone when they were bad boys. So that's pretty much the inmate uniform from 1896 to 1967. That's what they would have worn. And they were coal miners, forced to go coal mine because the coal miners made a strike. Okay, we're in the museum part, and there's a bunch of paintings, and all these paintings were done by the inmates in here. So I'm going to show some of these paintings. I would say they're all crap. Halfway there. Not good though. Okay, here's an interesting part. You know me, tattoo artist, retired, 25 years of tattooing. Actually got my start making a homemade one very similar to this way back in the early 90s. And it looked almost just like that. And I did tattoos on my upper thighs with that when I was like 14 or 15 years old. I put like an anarchy sign, like a pot leaf, like a dumbass kid. But they look just like this, and that's how we learned how to make them in Texas, was from our older friends that were coming home from prison. Showed us how to make them. Okay, so far the Brushy State Mountain Prison has been a trip, and you're free to just roam and go through all of it. And this is, the actual walls and all of that. And, the jail cells, the crazy thing is that it's built like a cross. And man, just imagine all these cells being filled up. This is your typical 1, 2, 3, 4 stories of just cells in here. Wow. Okay, Skyler's gonna escape. See, there's the cells, and there was your ticket out. Just like that. really couldn't imagine what it'd be like if this is where you were to spend years or the rest of your life in one of these cells. I have never been to prison. I've been to city jail a few times for a few dumb things, but I've never been to prison, and this would suck pretty bad, really bad. There was no AC in this place. Okay, we're gonna keep going up. Oh wait, says we can't. Do not enter. So, obviously for some reason, you can't go any more up. Okay, now we're at the back side of the prison over here, and I don't know what all this is over here, but we're gonna check it out. And man, is it beautiful. So beautiful. I really want to check out the guard tower over there, but I don't know if you can. This looks way more modern than that over there. But there's a guard tower right over here too. And you see this old wall. You know, James Earl Ray escaped from here, but they said he escaped from back there. And you see this old wall. It's have barbed wire on top too. Smoky Mountains around. Really beautiful. Back at the very far right corner of the prison, and I believe James Earl Ray escaped over here with that ladder that he made out of those pipes. But my God, is it beautiful here. There's a cave over here that we see. We're gonna go check that out. But this is the very back side of the prison, and I don't know if inmates would have been allowed over here. Maybe they were, but this is a spot over here in the corner in the shade. If you see, now we're at the back left corner, and this is where the wall stops and goes up and meets the side of the canyon and the rock right here. And I would probably say this is where James Earl Ray hopped over. I'm not sure though, but there's a little gap in this gate right here. We're gonna break out of prison. There's a little bitty cave over here, and we're gonna check that out. I'm gonna do that here in one take. Breaking out of prison.
Barely.
Oh man, if you barely got through. I can't jump. Here, I just gotta get my balls over. That's the problem. Here, turn that around. Oh, that was it.
Nice.
Get my balls over. Okay, lead the way. Look how awesome that is. Here's the actual razor wire. Look at this. Look at these dead turtle shells. The razor wire going straight up the wall. There's more dead turtles. This is where turtles come to die. I don't know why. Maybe they can't get out. They can't get past the fence there.
Can we keep this?
Yeah, stick it in your pocket. We'll keep it. The Brushy Mountain Cave. Holy shit. Something's there. Holy shit. That is a cave. My God, look at that in there. Near water. Let's get down here a little bit. Whoa, and here we find ourselves in a cave. We didn't even know. We came to the state penitentiary, but here we are up in the cave. Crazy. I didn't even know this was here. The Brushy Penitentiary cave. Wow. Interesting. Okay. this is back in solitary confinement. And this would actually be the worst because you're not even inside like on a cell block. You're outside. I mean, and you can see freedom right there in heat elements, humidity. It gets really cold out here. I can only imagine how bad it would suck to be in prison and be cold out here and stuck. Pretty interesting place here. And you're just free to roam around. You're just free to roam. There's not many people here at all. It's kind of like we're just here by ourselves roaming around. And, man, okay, I've been to all the corners. Here is the front right. See this over here? You got more cell blocks that way, all the way down. But there's that one. I guess we're in the old chow hall where they would serve the meals, and it's they got paintings of animals all over. Really cool. You see this painting all over the wall. This guy Tim Craig's has Jesus fish down there. So this is where they would have eaten. They would have all came up here and gotten their trays, ran them back there. The people working in the kitchen, and there's actually rat poop all over. So this is pretty much where they ate. This was the cafeteria. And it's got quite an echo in here. I would imagine it would have got quite loud with all these people in here, prisoners eating. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that looks like crap back there. Look at that. That is the old kitchen. You see? All coming down. So, a lot of people were killed in this cafeteria here, where you can hear my echo. Folsom Prison Blues. Anyway, this is pretty wild. Petro. My son, Skyler, Serge. That's a spring little waterfall going underneath the Brushy State Prison Penitentiary here in Tennessee. That's the Brushy State Penitentiary. That was amazing. That was an amazing tour. A second abandoned prison I've seen, but not quite in this beautiful setting in the Smoky Mountains. If you just look up there, it's just so beautiful. It's all abandoned. It's not that. You're free to roam. You're free to check it out. And this is amazing. And I'm Petro. And Serge. We're out.